Alright guys, welcome back. Matt here, and I am going to be telling you guys a story from my past that I think is interesting. Um, Maybe I'll tell you a couple of stories. We'll get into it. So, when I was addicted to drugs, I was homeless for quite a while, like 4 years of my life. Just hotel to hotel, making money the way I could. And at one point, I had to live at a hooker's house. And this was one of the weirdest things I experienced, where I would be like, during the day when she had to work, I'd be locked in that fucking room, and like she'd be like, you can't say anything, you gotta be quiet. And like, thank God she had some simp that was like in love with her, some other guy that was there, because he was stuck in the room with me too. And she would just like feed us drugs, and he would just stay in there, and she'd give us money, and you just hear her fucking dudes in the other room. Like, it was weird. And I stayed there for about 3-4 months. This was after let's go back to how this started. So I was in the sober living in Chicago. It was the first time I ever got sober. I wanted to get the fuck out. Some gay guy was like, yo, I got a room, you can come here. So I go over there, and guy was cool at first, and then he started getting a little weird. Whenever I'd see my girlfriend at the time, he would like throw a fit, start calling me. One time he threw out my shit in the street, broke my door. So one night, this guy tried to come in my room and lay in my bed next to me. Now, that I don't want to go into detail about this, but it did not end well for this guy. But after that, I had a friend come over, because I kind of set him straight. He was cool after that. I just had like half a door. Like, imagine a door where there's only half of it, because I had to like kick it off to fucking even get out of the room. I don't know what this guy did to my door. Weirdo. Crazy people. You get yourself in weird situations when you do drugs and hang around those people. So, don't do them. Or, unless you're rich, you can do them. Then you can hang around the rich people that do them. But, besides the point. So yeah, I had a friend come over, and we made up some weird fake like allegations against this guy, and had him arrested for a day, and just completely fucked the apartment up. I remember like in my Snapchat, my friend was like pissing on the guy's TV. We were throwing pizza rolls all around the place. And he comes back the next day. He got bonded out or something. He comes to the apartment. Why won't my TV turn on? And I just could not hold in the laughter. I don't know why that was so funny to me. It's immature. 25 now, so it's something I would do. But at the time, that was funny. So after that, I went to the hooker's house. And then I went to my best friend, at the time, Nick, R.I.P. His dad had an addiction as well, so he'd just like leave us at the crib. We'd be there. And yeah, I was just doing nothing at all. Like literally nothing, no progression, just drugs, living there. And I was happy with that. And there's a lot of people that are like that, and it's sad. But if you're one of those people, like, it can change. It will change if you make it happen. But you gotta have like at least 3 months of sobriety to kind of clear your brain up and get that fucking fog out of there. I think it's crazy how it goes from that, and then I go right back into my old shit. I go to rehab again, back into my old shit. Now I'm arrested again, back in rehab, arrested again, back in rehab, and then offered drug court or prison. And the success rate for drug court's like 9%. Like, my lawyer's telling me, you're probably gonna fail. And it took me an extra year to complete it, but I did complete it, which is great. I can travel now, good, and I had to be sober for the whole time. And actually, like, it wasn't that bad. Feeling your feelings, for the first time in your life is really weird, experience. Like, I never processed my best friend's death until I sobered up. And a lot of people do different things to numb emotions. Most of you guys do with your phone, scrolling on TikTok. But yeah, drugs are just another form of that. So when you sit down and just like think about your daily thoughts, what are your like normal patterns going on? Are you calling yourself a loser, or do you think you're the coolest guy on earth? I mean, that really affects your whole day. So that was just a little story I wanted to share about my background. I don't want to post any proof about this because it's not really the best thing to talk about. I was setting up an account on one of these phones, and I got an app, Hushed, it was called, just to use like text message, SMS providers for TikTok accounts and shit. And I was like, oh shit, this is that app that fucking Hooker used, and brought back that memory. So figured I'd make a video, share it with you guys. If you like the video, comment what you want me to talk about in the next video. And yeah, thank you. I think that's good.